tough week, Chairman.
Very tough. Probably the hardest week what we've probably had in football. Hardest decision I've had to make in my career, really. On Wednesday, having to go see David, and it's something that I do where I don't agree with Chairman probably doing it over the phone or via text message or coming across Sky Sports News saying the man is being sacked. I've got the respect for David that I went to go see him, and we had a really good chat for 2 hours, really talking about. I told him that I was going to let him go, and we talked about the good times that we'd had in the last 3 years, because from where the football club was to when I brought David into where he's left it is a huge transformation, and I have to thank him for that. And but now we have to go into pastures new and trying to focus for what the next stage of Bury Football Club is going to be in their career.
Did your relationship with the manager make it equally as hard?
Probably more so, because like I said, it was me that went and identified David. When I sacked Kevin Blackwell, we got a lot of applicants for the job, and David wasn't one of them. I went out and handpicked David and brought him in myself and said, I wanted to bring him into the football club and I wanted him to make a difference, and I set out a vision and a plan about what I wanted to achieve. And that wasn't just with the first team, that was with the academy, the youth team, all the way through the football club, and to create an identity. And it's something that he followed to the letter, really. It was superb, and we both challenged each other with new ideas to take it to where we wanted it to be. And like I say, we've sold nearly £1 million worth of players since we've come to the club, and that's something that hasn't happened for a lot of years at the club. And we've not got an infrastructure where we've got players at other clubs where we're getting money coming through, and that's now going to happen with the likes of Matty Folds and other players that have gone on to other clubs where we get financial reward, not only for when they make appearances, but also if they move on from them clubs respectively as well. So really tough decision on Wednesday, but it's something that I felt I had to make, and I explained my reasons to David, and he got that, and he's excellent with it, and he'll go on and have a very successful career as well, but we'll stay friends for sure.
Tuesday night didn't do many favours, did it?
No, and I also made it clear to the players on Thursday when I spoke to the players that they also have a responsibility as well. You've got to have pride to wear the shirt for Bury Football Club, and you've got to have passion, and that was something that we didn't really show on Tuesday at all. And I felt they let David down, they certainly let me down, and I made them abundantly clear on Thursday when I had that conversation with them to say I felt really, really, really low on the drive back up on Tuesday night. So they've got a responsibility, because they've got their own professional pride to play for as well in any game of football, and we talked about that on Thursday, and I said to them on Thursday, if anybody doesn't want to be part of this journey, they can leave the club now, and thankfully nobody got up and walked out, because I might have been playing today, but they all stayed behind, and they're committed to the cause, and I've got a real good group of players here, and that was something that was really important to this decision, because I still believe, we're only in November, we're only 5 points off the playoffs. I know people will say we're only 3 points off relegation, but I believe in this squad of players, and we're trying to get a few players back from injury as well, and that's something that's really important to me now, that we kick on and really have a successful season, because I believe we've got a chance of doing that.
What's the plan now? Is there any time scale on appointing?
No, the last 48 hours have been a whirlwind, obviously, since I finished with David on Wednesday. And I've had over 70 applicants for the job. I think it'll be a very sought-after job in football, certainly with the training facilities that we've got. But I'm somebody that likes to make sure, take my time, get the right decision, and I did that with Kevin. Ronnie came in for temporary charge for a number of games, and I went out and picked David. And that's not saying that one of the CVs that's been sent in I'm not going to pick. It's just I want to make sure I get the right decision. I believe I made the right decision with David. I believe where we've taken this football club in 3 years is far, far greater. And for Bury to have a League One football club says a lot. Whether you look at the teams of York and Tranmere and Torquay, who are similar sized football clubs to ourselves, if not bigger in some respects, and they're out the Football League. So to us to be in League One and competing in League One shows how far we've come. But I've got to pick the right man, and I'll take my time to assess that correctly. And if I can assess that correctly and make sure I get the job done right, then I'll bring somebody in that I feel can take me to the next level.